Welcome to Agree to Disagree. Today we're talking about the MLB pitch clock, the NFL Combine, and which NCAA March Madness team is going to bust your bracket.
MLB's new pitch clock is the greatest invention in a pro sport since the shot clock was introduced. Here's why. First off, it's going to change the entire dynamic of the sport. No more sitting around watching baseball games or watching pitchers in baseball games take their time, take their sweet times, chewing gum. No, it's just like any pro sport now, they're gonna have to get to it. They're gonna have to have the pitches ready. Runners on bases, they're gonna have more opportunities to steal, as we've seen in minor league baseball. It's changed the entire dynamic of the sport. It's a different game. I mean, it's officially a real sport. I mean, it's no longer, you can't be, it's not a leisurely activity anymore.
DJ, you're feeling okay? Because we actually agree. I can't believe it. First time, yeah. This is great for baseball. Baseball needed to move into the 21st century for about 23 years now.
It needed to move into the 20th century, mid-20th century.
Okay, so 123 years late, here we go. But they finally got there. This is just gonna make games faster. It's gonna make games easier to digest. It's gonna bring more and more opportunities for star-making moments. At the end of the day, if Jacob deGrom can strike out 16 people even quicker, it's gonna look more impressive.
And you got to show more stamina. I mean,
absolutely.
Right now, back in a year ago, you could literally just sit there and take 45 seconds between pitches, throw a few pickoff pitches at second base, waste time. We're cutting 23 minutes off the game, maybe more. We'll see how it goes.
Probably more.
But I think it's an incredible innovation. It's huge.
It's about time, and there's less time for commentators to say stupid stuff. We're looking at you, Jim Cox. The NFL Combine takes place this week in Indianapolis, and every player worth their salt who wants to be drafted this year will be there. And what's the least important Combine drill? It's gotta be the broad jump. Listen, I understand how important and how nice it looks to jump a long distance, but what purpose does that have in the NFL? When are you gonna see a DB go and get offsides and jump leapfrog like that? You jump high, that happens with balls all the time, but you're running and it's a nice thing to look at, but what actual importance does that hold to the...
Jumping forward has no purpose.
Jumping forward with 2 feet like a leapfrog like that.
Maybe head first.
Like doing the long jump helps an Olympic sprinter, but what does it do in the NFL? You're not going to go from stationary jumping 10 foot forward.
All right, you make a solid point, but as usual, you're wrong. Here's why. First off, the answer is the 40-yard dash.
You never run in the NFL.
First of all, the origin of the 40-yard dash began with punt coverage. So if you're looking for great special teamers, by all means, look for the 40-yard dash for your next great special teams Pro Bowler. No, the problem with the 40-yard dash is football is not played in one 40-yard dash and you get the rest for 20 minutes. No, it's played in a series of 10, 20, 30-yard dashes.
The field is actually 120 yards. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Good.
Thank you for that information. But no, the truth is of the 40-yard dash, if we're gonna do it right. Show a receiver who can run what he looks like on his 10th 20-yard dash. That's what I want to see. Show that's what football is. You can't look at the receivers who run the quickest 40-yard dashes in history. I mean, John Ross, Patriots.
Didn't Bo Jackson do something like that at some point?
I said receivers first of all, but
okay, you did.
That was electronic time. But Taquan Thornton of the Patriots. I mean, it's a curse to be the fastest receiver in the draft. If you're gonna at least do it, throw some obstacles in the way. I mean, give me an obstacle course, Legends of the Hidden Temple, something.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
The 40-yard dash is essentially the worst drill, and it's completely overrated, and we've been examining it too closely for way too long. Next topic, we're gonna discuss which mid-major is gonna bust your bracket this March. My pick, an old favorite, Oral Roberts. First of all, they've been there before. They did it, 2 years ago in the 2021 tournament, post-pandemic. Max Abmas was going to go pro after a huge tournament, after a huge year when he was, I believe he was a sophomore. Mm-hmm. He's returning, he's a veteran now, a senior, still just as much of a sharpshooter as he was then, except now he's got a 7'5" center from Arkansas. Yep, absolutely. They've got a few seniors, they've got some juniors, a very experienced squad. A lot of those guys who were there 2 years ago are back, just in more prominent roles.
Not Kevin O'Banner.
No, absolutely
Who's
not.
on Texas?
But listen, time rolls on for everybody.
Oral Roberts is good. I don't know if you'd see them as a true surprise because of what they did in that 21 tournament where they really should have been in the Elite Eight and beat that Arkansas team. But I'm going with a team that was actually ranked earlier this year, I think as high as 18th in the College of Charleston. They're in one of the better low major conferences in the CAA. They have looked dominant this entire year, minus a loss to North Carolina when they were #1 in the country. And then they lost 2 CAA games by less than 5 points. And they've been perfect the rest of the season after that.
But who is the guy, who on Charleston, I think, can you say is going to just take over a game against a higher seed in the tournament? Do they have that one?
That's exactly
dominant
why
player?
I'm picking them. They don't need one dominant guy. They have multiple guys and a deep roster of guys who can just shoot lights out. They're never out of any game. Their defense is incredible, and they can take away another team's best shooter. And this is the market of a 12 team that always beats a 5 and then makes a run.
As usual, I'm right, he's wrong. Thanks for watching. Stick with Deadspin.